Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for... of a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Nicholson. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Michigan! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Larson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
From from the gun. Running back gets to give.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
On the direct snap, it's Powell. Now the toss. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Nicholson. Using the quick game.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Takes the handoff. It's Sanders. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The give to the single back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Making side adjustments here. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Buckler. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's Underwood. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Hand off from the shotgun. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Offense changing the play. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got an open man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
The Wolverines looking to convert on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. There was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Powell. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Pocket breaking down. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job of these fundamentals.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Nicholson. Got it in the middle, it's McNabb. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. With the catch, it's McNabb. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Nicholson. Going deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Yellow Jackets are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The running back has it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Back to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete on the right side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got the 1st down and more. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He'll bring it out. It's Terrell. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense trying to take it back.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wants to throw. It's Nicholson. Here's a heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete in the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Spins away from the defense. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Well, they put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Looking downfield, it's Nicholson. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Nicholson. They're working that left side. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Rams him with the stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Gonna run it. It's Butler. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Connection to the right. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him.
He's loose on the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Fires to the big fella.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Nicholson. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play where you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
You know, though, we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
Well, I get it. You can fight for extra yards. Sometimes you go backwards or sometimes you lose the football, but man, I want to put my offense in the best position. That means I need to go lower my shoulder, fall forward, get some extra yards.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Calls his own number. Got room to work. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Michigan. They take the lead with the 6.
Talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these. They're just weapons of mass destruction.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. It looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 21 over West Virginia. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Offense gets set for second down. He's open on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Dropping back. It's Nicholson. Quick strike complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Yellow Jackets back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Oh, he's got enough space. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The extra point here would tie the game.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Tight end now in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, they're after him! Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Leaves it with the back. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Underwood. Throwing right. Rolls it in. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might be calling a hot route. Try to get it to the edge. There he goes! Running inside the 20.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Touchdown, Wolverines! They move on top here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Nicholson. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and then stopping that clock.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some.
Breaks into the open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Snagged out of the air. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. He's got it on the run. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosions.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they'll try to win it right here with the 2-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and they take the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Finds his man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Powers through. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball